It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always.
Vasily.
This bout is scheduled.
What a pleasure to be. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. You can really feel the buzz in the air tonight. So much hype here in this arena.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And look in that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Catch and shoot. Big swing and a miss with the hook. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Nope, that hook won't score. This fighter's always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them... Hold that thought! Galahad is rocked. Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace, get the pace back to normal.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Uh-oh, Galahad in real trouble. Let's talk about low. On to the second round. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Nice counter punch right up the middle. He threw a punch and just got countered. Missing with the hook. Beautiful counter punch. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in time.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
There's a counter shot. Punch, counter punch. That counter punch caught him clean. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Galahad is rocked. And down goes Galahad. Wow, that seemed to be the punch he was looking for. Let's watch it again.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from? One, two, three, four. You still want to fight?
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. It's not over till it's over, but let's get it started in round 3. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Nice counter shot. Lucky that hook didn't score. How about that time counter shot? Tried to score with that hook, but missed. And he scores with the counter. Nice counter shot. That counter shot lands. Good counter punching. Stamina is off the charts. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Beautiful counter shot. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a terror. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Loma in that round. On to the fourth we go. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Swing and a miss with the hook. Uh-oh, Galahad in real trouble. And down goes Galahad. Look at that shot to the head, and there's no way they were going to stand up to that one.
A shot from the gods took him out.
Back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Galahad is rocked. We almost saw a knock, and what else could they do but to take a knee here?
That must have really dented the ego. You don't want your opponent to see you do that.
They're happy this round. What a huge moment. On to the fifth we go. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Those counter punches have to hurt. They exchange punches. Just missed with that hook. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. two featherweights are going to let their hands go, you know that.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what?
Down goes Lomachenko. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we continue.
The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Let's talk about Loma and on to the 6th round. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
His jab just got blocked. That hook doesn't score. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Incredible work rate. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Holding nothing back here in the round. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Loma in that. There's the bell to start round 7. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Hey, it's the featherweight division. You're going to see a lot of speed in this fight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Good counter punch. That hook was off target. Both men step back for just a moment. Tough to be a judge in this fight. That's a lot of swelling. The referee taking a good look at it. Is he going to stop it? So that's that. The referee's made his judgment, and we carry on. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, How do you deal with it?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to thinking. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin, a pickpocket one.
Nice counter. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a fight.
And they're back at it again here in round 8. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Miss with that jab. Perfect counter lands. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Well done with that counter shot. Misses with that uppercut. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Some might have thought the fight a little bit closer, but the judges are in agreement. A unanimous decision win.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight. What a style. What a pace to get you